Moving towards our next topic, that is removal of Speaker of Lok Sabha. This is related to syllabus of your GS paper 2 executive, and this has appeared in today's The Hindu page number 1. So if you talk about the different articles that are related to the office of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha or other constitutional provisions, so Article 93 talks about the elections, Article 94 talks about the vacation, resignation and removal of the office of a speaker. Article 95 actually talks about that the cases where deputy speaker can act as the speaker, and Article 96 that speaker cannot preside during the removal motion is in place. Article 97 talks about the salary allowances etc. of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Then Article 100 talks about the casting vote that the speaker has in case of the equality of the votes. Article 108 which talks about the joint sitting of both the houses which will be presided by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha itself. Article 110 which talks about the money bill, that the certification that whether this bill is money bill or not, it will be given only by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. And the 10th schedule which was introduced later, that actually talks about the defection disqualification. So this, if you see the historical background of this office of the Speaker of Lok Sabha, we can trace its origin in Government of India Act of 1999. That earlier, whatever the speaker and deputy speaker were there, they were called president and deputy president. In the Government of India Act of 1935, they were renamed as speaker and deputy speaker. The elections of the Speaker of Lok Sabha is based on the Article 93, that the member of the Lok Sabha elects the speaker, and he is always elected from the members of the Lok Sabha itself, and he can be only one of the sitting member of parliaments only, and whatever the election that is conducted, that is under the simple majority, and usually it is the nominee of the ruling party, that the party who is going to hold power, and he will first act of, this will be the first act of the new Lok Sabha, and he will not be having any separate oath, he will not be getting any separate oath as the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, rather only the oath of the member of parliament is sufficient for him. Also, the term of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha is that after the election and after taking the office of the Speaker of Lok Sabha, he will continue till the next Lok Sabha is meeting for the first time. So what does that mean? That means that during the time of elections also he will be holding the office. During the time of the general elections, he will be holding the office, and whenever the next Lok Sabha is going to meet for the first time, he will leave the office. Also, re-election for the post of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha is allowed, and he also continues after the dissolution of the Lok Sabha, and he will vacate his office if he ceases to be the member of parliament of the Lok Sabha, or he resigns to the deputy speaker. Most important information from here, one of the potential prelims question can come, that Speaker of the Lok Sabha gives his resignation to whom? So he gives his resignation to the deputy speaker. And Article 94 talks about the removal process, that he can be removed with an effective majority, that is the voting by the then members that are present. And Article 94 talks about the effective majority, that he should be first given a 14 days notice, and then during the motion of his removal he cannot preside, that is also talked about in Article 96. Also, he can speak, he can vote with no casting vote during the time when his motion of removal is in place. Salary of the Speaker of Lok Sabha is given in Article 97, that is fixed by the Parliament, and that is charged on the Consolidated Fund of India, that is not voted. Also, he is the head representative of the House of the People. He is the guardian of the different house committees that are there as well as members. He is also the principal spokesperson and the final parliamentary authority. That means he maintains the order and decorum in the house. He also regulates the debates, deliberations, discussions that happens in the house. And he is the final interpreter of the constitution within the house, the rules and the procedures as well as the precedents, conventions that are there. And he also adjourn the house whenever the quorum is not there, that is the 1/10 of the strength of the house. Along with that, various other legislative powers that are with the speaker, that he presides the joint sitting of the house. the decision regarding to money bill is also taken by the Speaker of Lok Sabha itself. And also whenever any permission that is needed for the secret sitting of the house, that is also taken with the permission of the that meeting or that sitting also happens with the consent of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. He does not have the power of vote in the initial phase, but he can vote in the case of tie, or he can have a casting vote in case of tie of votes. Also, he has certain disciplinary and quasi-judicial powers. For example, the defection qualification is generally seen by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha itself. Whatever the components that are given under the 10th schedule, that whether a member can be disqualified or not, that decision will be coming by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. And in the Kyoto Holohan case of 1992, it was said that the decision of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha with regard to the disqualification under the 10th schedule is under the judicial review. Also, with regard to the committees, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha can appoint committee chairperson. They can also supervise different committees. They are also the chairperson of different committees. For example, Business Advisory Committee is chaired by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Rules Committee and General Purpose Committee is also chaired by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. He is also the ex officio chairman of Indian Parliamentary Group and also the Conference of Presiding Officers.